guess we're already recording. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to do any more videos until I got moved. However, I haven't packed this up yet, which I'll most likely will be doing tomorrow. Getting this table packed up so that way I can have some space to do like sorting. The totes are still under the table from where I had it packed up last year, so it should go relatively quick. Marie has already started going through her clothes, and she's got a hefty donation pile. So I think tomorrow my plan will be to get into my closet, tackle that, make a couple trips to the dump because there's a donation box for the Salvation Army there. Anyway, I just want to look into the energy this morning, see what we need to know for the rest of this week. Today is June 7th, 2026. It's my baby brother's 38th birthday. He has so much more gray hair than I have, probably because his beard is so gray. 2 weeks ago, my other brother turned 40. 40? Did Sean just turn 40? Oh no, he just turned 41. He was 40 last year. And then Alec, 38. All right. Okay, we have Virgin's Milk. Pluto. Jupiter. And Copper. Ah, at the bottom of the deck is gold. All right. Let's pull one from the Animal Oracle. Wombat Spirit, be at home. And Panther at the bottom of the deck, reclaim your power. 68 and 44. Man, I've been seeing a lot of 44 the last couple of days too. Let's see, we've got 20, 26, 23, 6, 10, and 40. All right, let's read from the Animal Spirits first. Card number 68, Wombat. Be at home. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and your tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can bring up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. Panther, reclaim your power. It takes courage to face challenges, and right now Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you've always dreamed you might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act toward reclaiming your Panther spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes and your soul wants this. Be bold. So, in case you haven't been following along, July 1st is the official move-in date for the property that we purchased. We close next Monday. I have to go next Saturday I have a meeting at 4 o'clock with the realtor and the current tenant of the property to do a final walkthrough. When I say tenant, she's just been boarding her horses there, so, and she's moving out. So we're going to be doing a full, another full walkthrough, just as a final thing before we close on Monday. And I can start moving out of here at that point. I haven't decided if I'm going to stretch my moving out through the rest of the month of June, or if I'm going to, I'm not taking a whole lot, like a couple key pieces of furniture, and I have some stuff in the shed. One of those being my poodle's, my poodle's skull and femur bones. So I can set my altar back up. I haven't had a space that I could claim as my own in a very long time. So this is a very important time for me that I'm able to do this. Okay. Virgin's milk. In alchemy, this is a mystical substance, supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? That is precisely the nuanced teaching of lac virginis. When studied as an alchemical concept, it points to a lack in awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivety and even denial. When the virgin's milk appears, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. Is something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect? There are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain the maturity to handle what's next. Just one drop of virgin's milk can be medicinal. It can help the alchemist act as if. Know your measure. This archetype can be seen in child prodigies and those expected to grow up too quickly. It is remedied by admitting exactly where you are at. Humor and humility help. It says watch the movie 40-year-old version. All right, next card, Pluto. Let's go to the underworld. Pluto's realm is one of deep and undeniable power. Known as the planet of the underworld, Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into its depths, leading to all things excessive and Dionysian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, birth, sex, and death are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. When this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. It's all about power, maybe even addiction. Though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us toward necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There's no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. In palmistry, it is said that the energy of Pluto resides in the mound of the hand above the heart line and below the head line. Locate your mound of Pluto. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. Pluto is about power. And this morning's reading is about reclaiming your power so that you can be at home. Be at home with yourself. It's also card number 44, which makes me think about reclaiming your stability in the foundations that you're laying. Okay. The next card to come out was Jupiter. Jupiter is often a welcome sight, emerging from the darkness, shimmering with possibilities. It's the planet of growth, expansion, success, and elevation. When this card appears, the future is full and bright, perhaps even dazzling. Everyone wants to be around Jupiterian energy and to claim a little for themselves, so there is likely a magnetic feeling at play. The work is to keep Jupiter's bigness and balance during the wave of expansion that's taking place. Its shadow is most easily seen in celebrity culture, excess consumption, and messaging of never enough. You may begin comparing yourself with others or assessing your value. Don't double judge yourself for this. Jupiter happens. Instead, realign with the benevolent message in your heart, what truly needs expanding. It's likely not your followers or your bank account. Jupiter is said to reside in the pointer finger. Use mudras and visualizations to enliven and balance this expansive energy and good fortune. In many ways, Jupiter goes hand in hand with success. Evaluate what this concept means to you. Who and what determines your success? Interesting. Success, power. Okay, then we have copper. And this is one of my favorite color combinations. If we added a little bit of purple, I'd just leave this card out. All right, copper, your card number 23. Fertility, the womb, and Venus. Okay, something's being born. In ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility. Such is the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even a sense of awe. The copper card marks the arrival of Eros into the laboratory. It is likely that the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasure. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart and the life-generating centers of the body in the true alchemical experiment. Nothing is excluded or separate from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. In esoteric wisdom traditions, Copper and Venus are associated with the kidneys. A letting go is likely required in order to embrace Eros with open arms. Though bright and warm when polished, copper quickly oxidizes, turning green or blue. Discern if a metaphorical polishing up is in order. Okay, now, finally, we've got the card Gold. And this was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is associated with the Sun card in the tarot. It's illumination, splendor, culmination. The alchemist gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It's a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as the gold of the wise. Philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence, among countless other names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant. And its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it, get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemists to lose their way. Reverence is the key. Your gold may be entirely different from someone else's. It is important for the alchemist to respect their own unique journey forward or toward a righteous and resplendent goal. In some wisdom traditions, gold is seen as nectar, a sap, a honey-like substance coming from trees, bees, and even the pineal gland. Open yourself to gold's infinite sources. Big alchemy happening. Big. We're turning copper into gold, y'all. This is new. This is a new, exciting adventure in your life, in our life, in my life, right? This is learning how to, shut up, Hazel. This is learning how to be at home within ourselves, understanding that the only thing that we need in this world is us. Is us. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and she was like, I don't make enough money. I need to quit my job, blah, blah, blah. She lives at home with her dad. I mean, she's like 35 years old, but she lives at home with her dad. She pays rent. She pays, you know, parts of the utilities, whatever. But she doesn't want to live with her dad forever. She wants and is seeking independence. She has, she's very thankful for what she has, but she would like to make more money. But the way that she was talking yesterday, I was like, is money really the only end goal for you? Or like, what makes you happy? And she was like, it's not just all about money for me. And then, you know, then we got into talking about how she would like some more independence, how she would not have to be dealing with her father's chaos. She doesn't even know if her dad is paying the bills, the mortgage. Like, she doesn't know any of that. So in her mind, safety is illusory. So she needs to make more money so she can buy her own place. But on the other hand, she's also got a a disorder. Something is wrong with her. She's got constant migraines, and I think that some of it is hormonally triggered, but I think some of it probably is the stress from living with her dad. Anyway, she so we were kind of talking about that yesterday, and I was like, I want you to really think about things that make you happy, because that's where you need to chase your money, is the things that make you happy. I've been holding this vision of this property for what, 8 weeks now? Almost 8 weeks, 6 weeks. And it has finally turned to gold, you know, but it really took me having to let go and hold a vision, because I was holding that vision not only for myself, but I was holding that stability for my family as well, because I was, you know, on the other side of the phone watching my mom lose her fucking mind, because the big reason for this property was so that she had a place to put her horses. My safety was secondary, but we should, in a very, it seems like a very selfish way, we should be protecting our assets before we worry about other people, but we can be able to give from our overflow, which is what is happening. But yeah. So if we associate copper with the god Eros, we're turning that love into illumination now. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy your week. May or may not do one more video tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.